to my channel, Rose Cooking Pages. Rosie here. Welcome to another reading vlog. Let's start this with this massive parcel that I got. I'm not sure what this is. I've got a few parcels coming. I've got a parcel for my dad coming, and then I've got a parcel for Josh's mum coming. And I think we've got another one coming, but I'm not too sure. Oh my god, this is Josh's mum's. Oh, I didn't realise it was a big. So, I decided to treat her and get a complete collection of stories and poems of Winnie the Pooh. The reason I bought her the complete collection of Winnie the Pooh is because her daughter that has just passed away, she absolutely adored Winnie the Pooh and Alice in Wonderland. So I decided to buy her the complete fiction of Winnie the Pooh. And I'm thinking about maybe getting her Alice in Wonderland. It's huge. Oh my god. And then it's got little illustrations as well. Oh, I love that. I want to read this as well, so I may steal this. I've got two other parcels, but I don't know where to open them now because of Josh, or because I want to, you know what, I might do it on this reading vlog just to see. But yeah, I'm so happy with that. I'm really happy that it came like this. I didn't think it was going to be massive like this, but I'm really happy with this. She's going to love this. I'm really impatient. I just asked Josh if I can open them now, and he said yes. Basically, he said he's bought me like the first two in a series. I told him to buy me two books that he thinks that I will like. And he said, I've walked past this series multiple times and I've wanted to read this series for a while apparently. I don't know what he's got me. I've like been trying to get him to tell me which thing it is, like what author it is. He said I think that would spoil it. So I'm just gonna open this. No way. He bought me Legends and Lattes. Wait, he bought me Legends and Lattes by Travis Audrey. Oh my god. What the fuck? I've actually been really wanting to read this for a while. Guess Legends and Lattes, and he said no. First two in a series. Oh, he got me the hardback of Bookshops and Bonus. I'm so happy. I forgot to show in this part, but I did actually open it to see if there was like any fan art or something. There is fan art in both of these. Oh my god. I'm so happy you bought me this. Like, what? Oh, I've been wanting to read this for a while because, like, I've heard really good things about the series. And I've heard, like, it's in the perspective of an orc of some kind. And she's the owner of a cafe or something. Oh my god, I cannot wait to read this. I'm so excited now. Look at them spines. I'm just gonna say this about Legends and Lattes and Bookshops and Bone Dust. Usually I'm very iffy if one of the books in a series is paperback and the other one's hardback. But I don't know what it is about this this duology, but it looks right to have Bookshops and Bone Dust higher, like longer. It looks right. Anyways, let's do a quick reading update with you guys. I am just going to show you what I'm reading and what I plan to read this week. So I'm reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I'm about halfway through this now. I'm quite enjoying this. So far, it's very, very gripping. You would have seen on the weekend vlog that I've just done my thoughts and opinions on this so far. I don't know who the killer is, but I'm thinking maybe it's the brother, maybe, but we shall see. Like, I don't fully know yet, but one of her friends accidentally hurt her, and then the other one not accidentally, but full on drugged her. But someone stabbed her with scissors. I still don't know who. So I'm wanting to try and get as much done as possible this week of this, but I'm going to be studying at the same time this week, because I didn't study all weekend because I started my period and I needed some downtime. I needed cozy vibes, and I just wanted to treat myself by reading the entire weekend. So that's what I did. So this week I'm going to be trying my best to catch up as much as possible with my studying, as well as trying to finish In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. And I've just got my best friend Maddie to choose my next audiobook. And I've realised that I can do immersive reading. I've been wanting to try immersive reading for a while. Basically, if you don't know what immersive reading is, it's basically where you have the audiobook and you also have the physical book and you're listening along while you're reading it. So I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm doing it with a reread of mine. So I'm going to do it with Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I really enjoyed this book when I first read it with Elle, and I think it'll be like a different sort of vibe if I have it in my ears and reading it physically as well. And then if I get a physical book again, I'm thinking about going back to the Warhammer 40k series that I'm currently reading, because I really enjoyed the second book in that series, and I want to try and get the third book that started this week. Maybe we'll see how far I get into Starless Sea while I'm listening and reading at the same time. So I'm currently in the middle of eating my pizza, but I just wanted to update you on reading. So I'm on page 221. We've literally gone through practically all of the East House 7, but can't really call them that because one of them is dead. So, like, the rest of the East House 7, we've gone through all of their stories, like what they were doing the night that the person that got murdered. We're currently finding out what Jessica was doing the night that the person who got murdered. And I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. It does mention sexual assault. Like, if you're like me and you don't like the R word, then it does mention a rapist. I hate saying it. I really do. I'm so sorry if I just offended any of you. I apologize. I really hate saying that, and I hate saying the word associated with what that sort of person does. But basically, it doesn't tell you in full detail that Jessica got sexually assaulted, but you get the gist that she got sexually assaulted. So be warned for that. Be warned that there is overdose in this as well, like there's attempted suicide in this. So please be careful diving into this book. I beg of you, because, like I say, I have just read those 2 scenes today, and it's not a good vibe for me. It's not good at all, but it's interesting. Like, the story is very interesting, and I keep changing my mind who the killer could be, because it's really confusing me. Like, maybe it's Jessica, or maybe it's Dr. Garvey, who's a professor at the college. Because Dr. Garvey is very fucking shady. He's a very shady guy, and he takes advantage of people. So, I really do not like him. But so far, so good. I've not started my other 2 books yet. I decided that I'm going to be reading physically The Luminaries by, I think it's Shannon or Sarah Dennard. Close, but no, her name is Susan Dennard. I know her name begins with an S. And on audio, I'm going to be reading The Starless Sea, but I'm going to be reading it along because I have it physically, so I'm going to be rereading that this year. But I'm just... because of the sexual assault thing, that's put this book like a star down for me, because I don't like books mentioning that, and I don't like it even like implying that that's happening. So it triggers me quite a bit. It does trigger me. So anyways, I'm gonna go and eat my pizza, and I'll update you later. Okay, just gonna update you while I'm like about to make tea for me and Josh. We stayed up until about 2 AM last night. Basically, I got to page 245 of my ebook last night, which is chapter 36, and things are like unraveling, and things are getting very tense. We've figured out who the killer is. So the killer is someone that I wasn't expecting at first, but I ended up guessing who it was. So, I'm a true detective in this book. I am a true detective. Basically, she is trying to remember what happened that night, because it's all like a black hole for her, because she does not remember what happened. She knows that she did something wrong. Like, the next morning she woke up thinking, oh, I've done something unforgivable, but I don't know what the fuck I've done. So, you know, she obviously did something, killed Miss Lola. Can't say it. Lola. Lola's going today at 1. So we'll just have Zorro left. And I'm going to start Legends and Lattes today because I want to read physically. So yeah, that's a Josh. Okay, hello. So I was going to do a reading update last night before I fell asleep, but it was 2 a.m. and I was really, really tired. I literally stayed up until I nearly fell asleep while reading last night. I got to page 44 of Legends and Lattes. I am tabbing. I'm only using like 4 colours at the moment, so it's looking like this at the moment. Basically, we've met our main character, Viv, and I don't know why. Baldur's Gate fans, right, Baldur's Gate 3 gamers, let me know if you feel like this, but I am getting straight up Karlach vibes from Viv. Like, the way that she presents herself, her personality, I love it. I just love her. I absolutely love Viv. Straight up love her. So, yeah, there's her. And then there's Calamity, who is a hob. I think a hob, by the way he was described, I think that's their world's hobbits. Correct me if I'm wrong. And she's basically Viv is a barbarian orc. She did her last quest and she's had enough of doing it because she just wants to settle down and she don't want to die like other orcs die, so like in battle in a vicious death. She don't want to die like that. So she has took it upon herself to open up this coffee shop, aka a cafe. And she's trying to think what to call it at the moment. Calamity is basically a hob that is a craftsman, so he knows what he's doing. Like, he helped her build up the place, he helped her knock down a few walls and stuff. He's really, really good. So there's him, and then there's Lainey. Oh my god, I love Lainey. Lainey is this little old lady who lives across from the shop, from the cafe. And she's just the sweetest and the funniest little person I have ever met. So we've got blue is liked, green is Viv, purple is writing, and pink is like Calamity and other characters that I like. So it's going really good so far. I'm really enjoying the writing style, and it is definitely something that I wanted to pick up at this time, because I changed my mind about the luminaries because I realized that I really wanted cozy vibes. Like, I had been lighting candles, I had been putting on like ambiences and read with me's and aesthetic reading vlogs, and this is the perfect vibe for what I want at the moment in my physical book. So I'm really happy that I chose to read this. I'm really happy about that. I'm gonna start my audiobook today, which is Starless Sea, so I'm gonna read along with that as well. And I want to see how different it feels to be reading it with the audiobook, because I've never done that with any of my books yet, and I really want to do that. So I'm going to start trying to do that with books. And I've made the decision that when I get paid, I am going book shopping. I'm going to go book shopping. I'm going to go on a bit of a spending spree, because I've been really good. And I think, I know for definite I'm going to finish a book, whether it be Legends and Lattes, The Starless Sea, or In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. So I know I'm going to finish a book before then. But I don't know when I'm going to finish a book. So that book, whatever book I finish, is going to be my 11th book of my book buying ban challenge. So me and Chloe have done this thing where we've been adding up the pages, and however many pages is a penny. So I've read like 5,060 pages in total of this entire challenge. If I finish In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, I've finished 5,060 pages. So that means I have £50, 50 quid and 60 pence to deal with. That'll be my budget. I've already got 4 books in my head that I'm going to buy online. And then I'm going to go book shopping just to see what they have. I may buy a manga. Maybe Call of the Night Volume 2, because I do have Volume 1, but I don't know. I shall see about that. I am thinking about buying another manga though, like, we shall see when I'm at Waterstones. I'll grab a pile, and then I'll put them on the table in the cafe, and then I'll sort through them and see which ones I really want to read at the moment. So yeah, that is my plans, but my plans for today is to read a bit of this and to start a Starless Sea today. And to study as well. And I think I'm going to video call my best friend Maddie as well, because she's been wanting to talk to me for a bit. I've just been really busy lately. I've been busy with studying and stuff. So I'm going to go do that. Hi. Oh, ignore the fact that my fringe is like really, really fluffy right now. I did have a shower earlier, but it's gone super fluffy right now. I don't hate it, but it's in my eyes, and I need a trim. I need another trim, so I needed a shower and I've got my hair up because I'm starting to get some sort of rash or something on my neck, on the back of my neck. It's really irritating. Like, it mostly happens at night. No idea why. But anyways, I started Stylist C today. Started listening to it and reading along. I understand why people love doing this. It actually feels like you're there. It feels like you're in the book itself. So, basically, we've met Zachary. I don't think I was listening to this book. I don't think I was reading this book properly when I first read it. I think I read it in 2023 or 2022. I read it, but he read it with Elle, my best friend Elle. Basically, I didn't realise that it was set in a university, so it's very convenient for me because I am in university. And I didn't realise something that happens to acolytes. So, basically, I love this fucking book. I love this book because it's a book about books. It's a book about a reader. Basically, there's this university student called Zachary, and he's just gone to the library, and he started to read this book called Sweet Sorrows. If I remember correctly, there's like 4 books in this, and they're different parts of the book that is in this book. So it's really interesting, and he started reading it. Basically, Sweet Sorrows is about this pirate who is waiting to go to the gallows, basically. So, if you like books about books, I do recommend Stylist C, because Stylist C is it's really good. And it's very whimsical, like, it's got really whimsical writing, and I would read from this author again. I need more books from this author, Erin Morgenstern. I think she wrote Carnival, the Carnival series, and I've heard mixed opinions about that. So, I hope I like this. But yeah, I'm 20 pages through. And it switched narrators. Like, I really like the fact that there's multiple narrators in this. So, for the part where we was reading Sweet Sorrows, which is like this part, I annotated it the first time I read this. That's how much I like this book. We have one narrator, and then for the point of view of Zachary, we have another narrator. And apparently there's a female narrator in this as well at some point, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to listening to more of this. But Zachary is basically a son of a fortune teller, and he's seen a door on a wall, and he's got a feeling that door opens, but he missed his opportunity of that. So far so good. I really do enjoy this book. I'm enjoying being back in this world. And I'm not getting confused, which is good, because like it's a different sort of format for me. So if I wasn't listening to it, I'd get confused. Whereas because I'm listening to it, I'm not getting confused.
So Josh has book mail.
Oh shit.
What
I
has he
didn't
got?
realise you were going to film it.
What has he got?
Yeah, let me get something.
Don't show the bloody address.
Let me. This is The Way of Kings Part 1.
He's happy.
I'm quite happy. And I've got part
It's
2.
really pretty.
I've got part 2 on the way as well. So,
Is that a dust cover or no?
No, this is hardcover.
It's
This is just full on hardcover. So, I got this one off of Amazon.
Yeah, he got a
And
new.
the other one is coming from a place called On Buy. So,
You got a new branded Sanderson.
I'm quite happy. But I decided, why not? I'm going to start reading this Stormlight Archive in preparation for Tress of the Emerald Sea and You, Me and the Nightmare Painter, and as well as for Error 3 and 4 when they eventually come out in the next 5 years.
Yeah. We're both looking forward to Error 3 and 4 of Mistborn.
Oh,
Josh more though, because he's read 1 and 2. I've only read Error 1. This one tells me that I need to read Error 2, so... Don't you?
Yeah. Sorry, this has got
Show.
Oh, it's got a nice...
Show the map. That's a pretty ass map.
It's a pretty ass map. But this one's got a similar font style to Mistborn.
Ah, yeah, it
Which
does.
is nice.
But yeah, that's his new buy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, hi. So I got to page 100 of Starless Sea last night. I tried to go to bed pretty early for me, like midnight or just before midnight. No, it was just after midnight. It's pretty early for me because usually I go to sleep about 1:30 or 2 in the morning, and I didn't end up going to sleep until like 1:30 in the morning because my brain was actually procrastinating sleeping. Bit weird. But yeah, it's very whimsical. I do remember it being this whimsical. Basically, Zachary went to a literary masquerade party to find someone. There's a lot about bees in this. A lot. So, at this party, he bumped into a person called Dorian. Dorian is a very mysterious guy if you've not read the book, but to me he's interesting because I have read the book. And he's a storyteller as well, so the way he speaks and tells things, it is very, like, he draws you in. It's very fascinating, and listening to that was really, really nice. I really enjoyed that. And Zachary has people coming after him, and because he's got a specific book, and Dorian took that book from the person that tried to take it from him. So basically Dorian's like, oh, if you do this, we can go somewhere safe. Like, you replace your book with this book in the archive and get my book out of the archive. So we did, and they're currently in a taxi going somewhere. Also, Josh put Way of Kings on the shelf right there. I don't know if you've realised, but the second shelf of my bookcase has changed. That is my TBR shelf. Half of it is my TBR shelf, but I'm thinking about making the entire shelf my TBR shelf. So, might change a few books that are on there. It will change every so often. Basically, it's a shelf of possibilities because it's not really a TBR. Like, it's things that I could possibly pick up soon. So, my plan is to drink my first cup of tea of the day. Because I haven't had that yet, because I literally just woke up not long ago. It's like 12:10. And I'm thinking of reading In My Dreams I Hold a Knife today. Like, I'm 68% through that. I'm 15% through Legends of Lattes. And I'm 20% through Starless Sea. So my progress is going really, really well. And maybe change this into a TBR shelf. There's also some videos that I want to film, but I don't know if I want to film them today or maybe after I finish this vlog, because I have the last wrap up that I did this year, I've realised, is January and February. I'm going to do March and April, and then I'm not going to do May and June until June is over. So we shall see if I end up finishing any of these books in June. Hopefully I do.
And I didn't update you much yesterday because I was at the job centre early in the morning and I spent quite a bit of my day with Val and video calling my best friend Maddie and also studying, so I was quite busy yesterday, so okay, bye for now. Okay, hi. So I just got to chapter 40, which is apparently 80% through the entire book. This book is pissing me off. It seriously is pissing me off. Because it keeps saying, oh yeah, this person is like, I did it. I hurt her. I hurt the person that got murdered. And another person's like, oh, but I drugged her. I did it. I drugged her. I drugged the person that was murdered. Oh yeah, I stalk her. I stalked all of you guys, so I know things that you guys don't know about each other. Oh yeah, I woke up the next day covered in blood. The day after, the person who got murdered. I don't know if I killed her because I had a blackout. No, it's just like, oh, I thought I was hurting you. I didn't know I was hurting her. Very fucking annoying. Because it's like, I keep trying to guess who the killer is. I did have an inkling of this person that is possibly the killer. I think he's the killer. I don't fucking know if he's actually the killer. Spoiler alert, it turns out it is him. It is seriously pissing me off. So I'm just getting really, really annoyed now. Because I'm just like, you're just dragging it out way too long. Is there a reason for you to be dragging it out that long? I don't know. But if there is a reason, please tell me because it's fucking annoying. Very annoying. I'm gonna continue reading it now. Because I have been enjoying it. But right now, because I've been reading it for so long and it's like 276 pages and it's constantly being like, oh, but I hurt her, I drugged her, I had a blackout that night, wasn't where you guys were, don't know what I was doing. Oh yeah, I smashed up somebody's house because they had hurt my friend. Oh yeah, I thought I was hurting you. I don't get why it's going on so long. I will be trying another book from this author though. I think it's The Last Housewife that I want to try. But I don't know, because it's so long-winded, is this, that it's actually annoying me. Ashley Winstead, for me, is going to be a second chance author. I will give her another chance, just not yet, because I'm getting very annoyed with this writing. Well, not the writing, but I'm just getting annoyed with this book in general right now, so I'm going to go continue reading and see if this person is actually the killer. If he is, I'll let you know. I won't say who it is, but So I've got just under 50 pages left of In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. Found out who the killer is. Ended up guessing that twist. Something has just happened with Jessica. I mean, like, the character that we've been following majority of the time. Something's just happened with her. Like, there was this big event that happened between, like, 6 of them. Well, 5 of them. And one of her best friends, Jack, who he actually got put down as the killer, but he didn't get arrested for it because the police didn't have enough proof. So he's just arrived at the scene and he's seen that Jessica's getting swarmed by police and medics. He's like, what the fuck's just happened? And she's like, don't worry, I will tell you everything once I'm free to tell you everything. So it's still like gripping me in a sense. Like, it's not bad is this book, it's just, like I say, it's very long-winded for a 356 page book, but it's giving me like 3.5 to 4 star vibes. Depends how the ending, how the book ends, really. It depends on that. That's how I give my rating most of the time. I don't give my rating straight away. Like, I'm getting very close to finishing, but I don't know if it's going to be a 3.5 or 4 stars. But because it's so long-winded, I don't see myself reading this again, so it's coming off of my Kindle as this one. But yeah. I'm going to go and continue reading. I'm going to try and finish this today. Because if I finish this today, then that'll be my second book of this month. So I'm going to try and finish this today. But I'm going to continue watching the haul that I'm watching. I'm watching like a spring book haul. And then after this is finished, I'm going to go and do some studying in my computing. Because I need to do some studying because I didn't study yesterday. So I had in my head that I was going to watch 4 videos whilst reading and then 4 videos whilst studying, but it's not worked. It didn't work. So I'm going to go back to what I was doing originally, reading for 1 video and then the next video studying.
So I just finished In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. It's a 3.5 stars. It was okay. Got annoying. And yeah, just not the best, if I'm honest. But like I said in the clip before, I will give her a second chance. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good at the beginning. Like, it was very gripping and had me hooked. But then when you were getting round to them telling their stories about what they were doing, like, it kept trying to trip you up, being like, oh, this person could be the killer. At the end of like certain chapters, it would go, this person could possibly be the killer because they've done this. Or this person could be the killer because they've done this. Kept doing it with all of the characters apart from Jack. So it was just really annoying. I got through it. I liked the ending. The ending was okay-ish. Would have liked it to be a bit smaller, this book. But anyways, we are moving on with another ebook. I don't really have a lot of books on my Kindle, and I'm not feeling any of them at the minute. So I asked Josh to choose a ebook on my phone, because I've got my audiobook app is my library app, so I can borrow ebooks from that app. And he chose Bad Magic by... Right, I'm just going to make this easy for you. Basically, with this, I said the wrong name. I said Dan Sandy or Dan Candy, and it's not Dan at all. It's Derek Landy. So I'm just going to spare you from this. It's a graphic novel, and it's a skullduggery pleasant book, but I can read this as a standalone. So that's fun. It's a graphic novel. I've not read a graphic novel for years, so that's going to be really fun to read. And it's only 144 pages, so I'll fly through it. So I'm going to go and read that and go update my recent reads video that I'm doing as well. Bye for now. Okay, hi. So I've decided to go on a bit of a walk today because it is very, very nice. Well, it's sunny weather, nice to other people, but not very nice for me because I don't like summer. But you know, yeah, it's a lot. Is the sun? I think it's about 25 degrees. If I'm honest, I think it's like 25 degrees. So it is very, very hot today in the UK. And the thing is, the sun, like the heat is not nice. It's not a nice heat. It's like a sticky heat. Whereas when you're on holiday, the heat is like just right. And the heat is just like very nice over there. But there's like a little bit of a breeze today. Just been to a free little library. I've got like a couple of books from there, and I put a couple of books in there. There was a few that caught my eye, but I was reading the blurbs to see if they were my type of thing. No. I'm not gonna, I got 2 books. There was a guy waiting. I think he was waiting to use the free little library. So I rushed. I didn't read all of the blurb. Now I'm going to go up to Tesco and go to the book exchange and see if they've got any books that I'm interested in. I've seen a few up there, so this is my first time doing an exchange up there. But yeah, basically it's good. It's like a good thing. I have 3 more books that I need to get rid of. So I'm going to go up there, get rid of all 3 of them, and possibly get books out. We shall see. But I'll keep you posted. I'm not very confident to film in public when people are around, so that's why I look around whenever I'm in public, because I do not like people. So yeah, bye for now. So just wanted to update you before I start studying. Basically, obviously I went to the free little library near the forest, and then I went up to Tesco to the book exchange. I went out with 5 books. I had 2 copies of It Ends With Us, Ugly Love, and Call Me By Your Name and Bunny. So them 5 have gone. I came back with 4 books. Bless you. Right, one of my cats is sneezing. So I got The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey. The blurb of this is basically a fisherman is singing to himself while waiting for a catch, but he attracts a sea dweller, which is an innocent young woman, cursed by jealous wives to live as a mermaid. So these American tourists capture this mermaid, and basically this guy called David rescues her. And it's a love story between a mermaid and a fisherman. So I'm excited for that. It seems like a very summery read, so I think I'm going to put that on my TBR shelf. Because I'd love to read this sometime soon. It's short as well, so I'll fly through that. Then I got The Tenderness of Wolves by Steph Penny. I had to rush to read the blurb of this. I didn't actually read all of the blurb, I just read like the first couple of sentences because there was someone waiting. I've just read the blurb. Basically, it's about a young murder suspect fleeing across the snowy wilderness. And there is a couple of people rushing from civilization, hidden purposes, and old obsessions are revealed. One is seeking one lost daughters, another unfortunately stolen furs, yet another is chasing rumours of a lost Native American culture. But where survival depends on cooperation, their fragile truths can't afford to be broken, nor their overriding purpose to find justice for a murdered man. Forgotten. That sounds good. Not in the mood for it right now, but it sounds like it could be a good winter read. Then I got them two from the Free Look Library, and then these two I got from the Tesco Book Exchange. So I've got a murder book by Mark Billingham. I do have a couple of books by this author already. I don't know what this is about. I've heard of this one. This one's called Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a fallen angel of forbidden love. That sounds quite good. This sounds quite good. I do have a feeling that I'm gonna go into like a romance era, so before I do, please let me know what you would recommend, like romance wise. What would you recommend to me? Because I don't really read a lot of romances. I've read a few, and I do have a few on my shelf over there. So I do have Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain on there waiting to be read. And also a manga that is a romance as well. I think I'm gonna go into a romance phase. Like, maybe we shall see. But yeah, I'm hoping that I enjoy these. Like I say, I'm gonna go put this one on my TBR shelf because I'm in the mood for this. Like, it's summer. Summer means mermaids and fantasy to me, so I'm excited. Hi, so I've just finished journaling and I've just finished Bad Magic by Derek Landy. This was really enjoyable. I haven't read a graphic novel for a little bit, so it was different to what I usually read. But I don't regret it at all. I don't regret reading this one. This one was like really enjoyable. The characters were very lovable. I love the art style. This is a skullduggery, pleasant book, but you can read it as a standalone, which is what I did. I read it as a standalone. And I love the fact that there was a magical skeleton, and his friend was a psychic with magical powers, which was really fun to read about. By the way, I gave this 4 stars. I didn't mention that. Okay, so that's all I have. That's all I have for you guys today. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Remember to comment below if there's any romance reads. Comment below also any Kindle Unlimited reads that you'd like to see me read or whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay delicious, guys. Bye.